An 11th-hour reversal on the Biden administration's student loan relief plan. A Missouri judge is temporarily blocking it.
That's right, and that happened just hours after a Georgia court allowed a temporary hold to expire. News Nation's Elizabeth Prawn has the latest.
The victory for the Biden administration was short-lived. The president has been trying to make student loan forgiveness stick. It's been shot down or halted by courts. We're seeing it in swing states and red states. A lot of legal jujitsu just this week alone. As you know, we're just about a month away from Election Day. So in Georgia, a judge essentially told Republican lawyers they didn't have a case, leaving the restraining order to expire. So in theory, it could roll out for well over 25 million people who are waiting for either partial or full student loan debt relief. Hours later, a Missouri judge filed an injunction, so it's back in limbo. Let's look at some of the states. You have Missouri, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, North Dakota, and Ohio all filed suit after the president proposed this forgiveness for borrowers. So the district judge in Georgia said the lawyers didn't prove that Biden's $73 billion loan forgiveness program would hurt tax revenue in Georgia. In other words, they didn't have a case. The judge previously ruled in Missouri that perhaps that state does have a standing to file suit because, unlike Georgia, the state does offer a nonprofit student loan service which could lose millions in funding with this presidential program. It's far from over, and basically it's going to slug up and down the judicial system. The St. Louis-based district judge is Matthew Schlepp. That is a Trump appointee. And he basically said the program must be halted while it's reviewed, despite the administration's attempt to keep it rolling. Who does this apply to, if you're wondering if you're one of those folks? Basically, if you owe more than you first borrowed due to interest, so upwards of $20K in interest, or if you're a borrower making less than $120,000 a year, if you're a couple making less than $240,000 a year. You also have to prove that you've been paying off your loans for more than 2 decades and you haven't applied for forgiveness before. There are a number of critics. Vocal Republicans say this is overreaching, it is unfair. According to the administration, it's already cleared debt for almost $4 million, and $7.5 million have received partial relief. Critics also point to the U.S. national debt. It is ticking upwards of $35 trillion. Back in 2023, the Supreme Court said the Biden administration cannot cancel more than $430 billion worth of debt. The president plans and hopes to, over a 10-year plan, relieve at least $150 billion. Back to you.